disappointment. Every guy on every commercial, the voiceover guys on TV and radio, I know them. I used to work with them. They're all better than me. They're all it's like, what's going on here? It's like, what? How come I can't get no commercial work? And there they are doing
This is like if, to use an analogy that Biggie, I think, would approve, you're like lapped traffic in a NASCAR ride.
Yeah, it's like, what am I
You're
doing?
just out there.
Yeah, they're all going around me.
Here come the leaders, and the slow cars will move to the side.
I know. Every commercial on the radio and TV, Chris was like, well, you know that guy. You know that
Listen
guy.
to that voice.
He used to work here.
Remember her? She used to work here.
You think those guys are wrong holing it? I'm putting wrong hole. I'm going wrong hole. These guys don't wrong hole it. They know what they're doing. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
One time when I was lifeguarding at the North Richmond YMCA ages ago, early 1980s, we had a problem with one of the lights in the pool underneath, under the surface of the water. Maybe, I mean, now looking back, it's probably a giant hazard.
It does sound like it. Yeah. Yeah.
But it was just, I think, like the cover had come loose, so the light wasn't working. And so I was down there underwater, and my direct boss, the aquatic director, was there. And the executive director of the Y, the guy who ran the whole thing. They were both there. The pool was closed. It was just me in the water, and they were kind of supervising.
Right.
And I was down there with a screwdriver underwater. Now, I didn't have goggles. I was just trying to open my eyes and work the screwdriver, a foot and a half underneath the water.
Yeah.
And I could hear them up giggling to themselves like, he's got it in the wrong hole.
Oh, man.
The big boss said he's got it in the wrong hole. And my boss said, he lacks practice.
You're wrong holing.
I don't like that.
I don't either. That's not right.
It's a great line, though.
Well, of course.
And at that point, they were 100% correct.
Of course.
I lacked practice.
Yes. Well, I'm wrong holing in here today. I'm, feel like I can.
There's no excuse for that.
No.
This is radio.
This is terrible. I put my headphones in the wrong hole. And, also, full disclosure, this week, on Friday, I'm going out to one of the local haunts, opening on Friday. It's called Scream Dreams. And for the second year in a row, I'm going to be one of the
cast members?
Yes, for one night only. I'll be hiding behind a curtain and jumping out and scaring someone, or reaching out, that kind of thing. And I had a meeting recently with the owner of Scream Dreams.
Yes.
By the way, phenomenal haunt. And they make it better every single year. I mean, they really do.
I like that you're using the lingo now.
Haunt. I know. Mm-hmm. I used to say haunted
house. That's not it. That's not hot anymore.
Now they call it the haunt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Our coworker Larry told me that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You know Larry?
You don't think I do.
Larry is the guy.
Horror shirt.
Horror shirt. Every time you see him,
Horror shirt Harry?
Horror shirt Harry. Larry. Damn it. And he's full in. And
but every single day, regardless of what season it is, he'll wear a pumpkin head.
Or Halloween 3.
Or pinhead
I
shirt.
mean, there's always like you look at it and you're like, I know that's from some horror.
Is that Terrifier 10?
Yeah. He's very into that.
This is his time, too.
Oh, God, yes.
Yeah.
And he said to me recently, haunt owners are prickly. And I was like, I don't know what you mean. And he's like, haunt owners, man, come on. They're prickly. They really want to get it right. So when I met with the owner of Scream Dreams, he said, we had some pushback on your scares last year.
I hear you're prickly. What?
Well,
what?
It's just what the guys in the office are saying.
Last year, I would jump out and go, and teenagers would go, you're not scary. To me. And I'd be like, I know, man. I'm just filling in.
just holler and move on. Can you just give us 5-star reviews on Google?
Can you give me a scream and a 5-star? And they'd be like, you didn't scare me at all. And I was like,
do you remember your character?
It was just guy. I was all, just generic, great makeup. Now, that's another thing. They have great masks and great makeup at Scream Dreams. Their artists are unbelievable. And
were you a zombie or just a monster?
Yeah, something zombie-ish.
Okay.
And I was behind a curtain for a little while before they opened, and as they first opened, I was watching the Rangers-Astros game.
Okay.
That was the ALCS was going on. It was a tight game. So a couple people walked by me, and they were like, hey, man, we can hear the game going on.
Aren't you supposed to jump out? Hold on, Yordan Alvarez is batting.
They're like, hey, man, what's the score? I got a lot of that. But when I would jump out at unsuspecting I think a lot of people go into a haunted house and they're like, just try to scare me. Like chip on shoulder.
Absolutely.
Some people do that. Like,
I get it.
See what you can do.
Yeah.
So I would stand behind a black
to prove
curtain.
they're not
Yes.
scared.
Mm-hmm.
Now, some people I would just kind of grab their shoulder and they would be scared. But to many, especially the teens, I'd jump out and go, and they'd be like, nice try. That was nothing.
Who hired you?
And they were
That's just false bravado.
I hope. And they would say, like, if you're going to do it right. And I'd say, well, I'm filling in. I'm only here for the night. You know?
How can I
I'm not
scare
a
you
regular.
back?
You know, that's what I would say. Is like, I'm
You should
only...
jump out and say, your parents are divorcing because of you.
Now you're talking. This is the kind of thing.
You're not going to get into the college of your choice.
I actually really like that idea. That'd be a real haunt.
You'll never own your own home.
Yeah.
Home ownership is a dream you'll never attain.
Inflation will never go down. You'll pay these prices forever.
That's exactly how I'm
You're
going
likely to overdose on meds. Stop.
Then they'll be scared.
No one cares about your pronouns.
Yes.
You're about to get a flat tire on the drive home.
This is what I'm going to
yeah.
do. This year, I know
Real
what
scares.
Yes.
Real scares.
Yeah, the owner said, I'd really like you to ramp it up a notch.
Yeah.
If it's possible, you can turn it up a notch. That's what I'm going to go with. The real scares at the haunt.
You'll die in a secret war in Iran. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking them to task this year. These teenagers who think they get one over on me? No, sir.
Yeah.
Haitians are eating your dog right now. What? Stop. Let him out. Let me out.
Not Sheba. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Sheba,
Yeah.
that's right.
That's
Sheba's
real.
going down right now.